Welcome to Life, Love, and Motherfucking Coffee. I'm your host, DJ. So this is the first episode, and what we're gonna do on this episode and here on out is I'm really just gonna talk about different topics, right? Different topics that affect me, might affect you. There's different topics, and so today, since it is called Life, Love, and Motherfucking Coffee, we're gonna talk about life, right? This journey that we're on called life, and how we are navigating the waters, trying to make the best thing. We're trying to. So I'm a spades player. My family loves spades, right? So in spades, you have to play the hand that you're dealt, right? And so in life, it's like that, right? So this is the life I was dealing. So let me play these cards, right? So let me take a step back and just give y'all brief synopsis of my life, right? So I'm originally from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Yes, I'm from Iowa. And it's crazy because when I tell people I'm originally from Iowa, the first question they ask me is, what? I didn't know there are black people in Iowa. Yes, okay, we're there. It's not a lot of us, but we're definitely there. So raised in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, by my single mom, basically. I have two brothers, older brother and younger brother. I'm a middle child. Yes, I have middle child syndrome. It's real. Look it up if you don't know what it is. I was basically there my whole life until I turned 18. Graduated from high school and got into college in Kansas City. So I moved August of 2007. Dang, time be flying. So I moved August of 2007 and went to college in Kansas City. I was in Kansas City for about 12 years, and then I decided to take a leap of faith, leave my job. I had a great job. I was working at my alma mater. I said, you know what? I've been in Kansas City too long. I'm too comfortable. This is my comfort zone. Let me get out of here. So I moved to Richmond, Virginia, took a job there. And when I tell y'all I was in Richmond for 4 months, yes, 4 months, I hated my job. Hated my job. And let me not say I hated my job. It was poor management. And so I think a lot of people understand is when you have a horrible manager, it makes and breaks your job, right? So my manager was horrible, very micromanager. And so I was like, you know what? Let me get out of here. So I actually quit. This is taking leaps of faith. I guess last year was about taking leaps of faith. So I quit before I had a job. I had a little money in savings, but not enough. Maybe enough to give me, 2 months and I'll be, broke, moving back to Iowa. So, but I was like, the job was so bad that it was taking a toll, on my mental. I would be driving to work every day, listening to, shout out to Tori Kelly in her gospel album, listening to Tori Kelly, crying, why am I going here? I don't want to be here. But I had bills to pay, so I had to go, right? And so I prayed, thought about it, and I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna quit. Put my 2 weeks notice in. No job. But when I tell you God is good, within a week of me putting in my notice, I had a job offer. I had a job. And so I moved to Baltimore, Maryland, and I was in Baltimore from November until April. So a couple months as well. And Baltimore is great. I actually miss Baltimore. My job in Baltimore is great. My manager was amazing, worked for a wonderful organization, a wonderful nonprofit. But during my time in Richmond, I was like, you know what, leap of faith. Let me apply to be a flight attendant. Why not? Why not? Okay, so I applied for a job and with American, that's where I currently work. So I applied for a job to be a flight attendant. I think I did my video interview in October, and then I didn't hear back from him, so I didn't think I got the job. I was like, well, we win some, we lose some, we gain some, we don't. It's okay, I got a job. And then they reached out to me in January and wanted me to come in for an interview. So I interviewed on February 4th. I remember that date because my little brother's birthday. Interview on February 4th, and I got my offer that day. And then I left Baltimore on April 22nd, I think is when I left, to start training, my 6-week training to be a flight attendant. And I was lucky out of the 9 people in my class to get based in Dallas. So now I'm in Dallas. So that's a little background of my life, kind of. We would definitely dive more into my life later on, I promise y'all, okay? Because it's crazy. But what I really want to highlight today, and I just kind of spoke a little bit about it earlier, is your village, right? And when I tell y'all that my village and my friends My mentors are amazing, and I think it's very important for people to really build that village, build that friendship, build that network around you. And when I say like my mentors, right? So I have mentors from back when I was in when I was in Cedar Rapids. Because like I said, my mom was a single mom, so I was in a lot of different programs. Shout out to Upper Bound, shout out to it was a program at the YMCA. I definitely cannot, I think Midway, what's it called? Don't remember the name of it. Shout out to Co-Fred. So these are different programs that I was a part of that really showed me that there is more to life than living in Cedar Rapids, right? Because when you're raised in an environment and that's all you know, then sometimes that's all you strive for. And so I was a part of these programs that kind of taught me that there are other ways out. And my mentors really showed me, okay, there's different paths, right? And so also shout out to a lot of people don't know, I used to dance. I danced until I think 8th grade, so I used to tap dance and all this other stuff. So shout out to, I had a mentor he was a student at Coe College, a black male, and he actually came to my house like once a week and helped me tap dance and try to teach me some steps for tap dancing. And that to me was one of the first times I ever seen like a black male in college, right? Because we don't see a lot of that. As a first generation college student, I didn't know much about college, so I saw this black man in college and I saw a black man dancing. So it was amazing. So definitely shout out to him. Yes. So anyways, back on top of the village, right? So then I had my mentors that I gained while in college. Shout out to my UMKC mom, Sydney. She definitely helped me stay in college. Definitely shout out to the MSA office. I feel like I'm doing a lot of shout outs, but all these people and all these offices definitely helped me throughout college. College was a difficult journey, right? One, I'm a first generation college student, so it was like I didn't have anyone to turn to. I called my mom, I'm having issues. Her first thing is, oh boy, just come home, right? Because she wants me to come back home. My family, they don't really understand college because they've never been before. And so I really didn't have anyone to kind of motivate me but myself and my mentors to really keep going. And there was definitely times where I wanted to quit, where I wanted to give up, where I was like, forget this isn't worth it. But my mentors was like, nah boy, you staying here, right? Shout out to them because I definitely graduated, not with one, but 2 degrees. So God is definitely good, definitely made it. And then of course my network as in my friends, right? So I have the best friend circle. And I gained a lot of my friends at my alma mater. And so I was extremely involved, and with being involved, I met a lot of friends. One of my best friends actually lived in Dallas. And so when I graduated from Flight Attendant School, I was like, shoot, I don't have a place to stay. Where am I going to live? And he was like, hey, bro, you can sleep on my air mattress. I was like, bet. And so that friend is actually a friend that when I was in college, I was a campus ambassador, and I actually gave him a tour of the college that I went to, right? So crazy. But I had my friend here, and you know, like just like my network, I had a friend who drove 8-9 hours, I believe it was, to see me graduate from Flight Attendant School. Like, he didn't have to do that, right? But he did it because he was one of my biggest supporters going through training, which is amazing. But okay, so the show was called Motherfucking Coffee. I ain't even sipped my coffee. Let me definitely take a sip. Definitely could have put some more cream and sugar in it, but it's cool. Little side note, the reason why I said motherfucking coffee is because I'm a coffee drinker. I need coffee. Being a flight attendant, I gotta be up at random times of the day, and I definitely need my caffeine to, it's my energy. I need my energy, or you're gonna get a horrible DJ. And you trust me, you don't want that, right? You want the fun, bubbly, smiling DJ. You don't want that one that's gonna give you that side eye. So that's why we call this motherfucking coffee. So back to what I was talking about, so friendship and village. And so I think a lot of times what people don't understand is like when you have friends, to me a friendship is kind of like a relationship, right? So it's a give and take. You need to put into a friendship just as much as you're taking out that friendship. And I think sometimes that's why we have toxic friendships, is that people take, or even I've been in friendships where I take from someone, I take from someone in that friendship, and I'm not putting into that friendship, and then we end up falling out, or we end up not being friends. And yeah, now being who I am now and kind of understanding what friendship is about, I get why we fell out, because I wasn't doing my part in keeping that friendship. I wasn't doing my part in maintaining that friendship. And I think that is really important, because I love the quote where it says, friends are the family you choose, right? And so my friends are definitely the family I chose. Definitely, because they have my back. Like, have my back, okay? Cash App, they got me. Because, boy, we broke sometimes. You know, I be out here trying to say I'm living my best life. I'm just, you know, whatever, I'm traveling, X, Y, and Z. But this might be, you know, forget it. I'm gonna give y'all the real me, all right? So when I decided to take the job to be a flight attendant, I definitely took a pay cut. But y'all know why I took that pay cut? I took that pay cut because I wanted to be happy. I wanted to do something for myself. And I think that's what's important, is that sometimes we do stuff for other people. We do stuff to appease other people. We do things to help to get other people to look at us and congratulate us and X, Y, and Z. And I have been doing that. And I was really good at that. I was really good at my job. People loved it, loved me. X, Y, and Z. It is what it is, right? But I wasn't happy with the job I was doing. I felt like it became like just a task that I had to wake up every morning, get dressed, go to work, go to sleep. Wake up in the morning, go to work, go to sleep, right? It wasn't adventurous. It was just the same routine over and over and over and over again. It's like the assembly line. That's how I felt like. I felt like my life was becoming. And I was like, you know what? I want to do something that makes me happy. I want to do something. I want to change my career and do something where I can travel. Like, I went to Bogota, Colombia a couple weeks ago. This little boy from Cedar Rapids, oh, sorry, I'm a grown man now, but from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, when growing up, our vacations were going to the Missouri State Fair in Sedalia. It was fun, don't get me wrong, great, and I appreciate my mom because that's all she could give us. But who would have thought that I would have went to Colombia? You know what I'm saying? And even going to all these different cities around America, like, it still blows my mind that I'm able to do that. And then it also blows my mind that I'm able to hop on a flight and go see my friends when I want to, or hop on a flight to go see my family when I want to. I wasn't able to do that before. And so I'm definitely happy. And I think that's what's important, is that sometimes we get in these careers where we think we like, or like my career was great, but I think I did what I did because no fault of my mentors, but they kind of like pushed me in that direction. And I was like, you know, why not? I am good at this, why not? And so I ended up doing that career for a few years, and it just wasn't for me. And so, but now I love my career. So anyways, whatever. Back to what I was talking about. So let me give y'all this disclaimer. I'll be all over the place. So just get used to it. You're gonna get some of this, some of that. You're gonna get it all. Okay? So like I said, friendships and village, all right? So moved to Dallas, great. My friends were here, amazing. And my network has continued to bless me along the way. Like, when I left Baltimore, I didn't have to get a storage unit. I had a best friend from high school who lived in DC, so I was able to put all my stuff in her closet, basically, and she did it for free, right? When I moved out here for the first couple months, my friend didn't charge me to live with him, so I was able to stay for free, kind of save some money. And then now I have a 2-bedroom with that same friend, right? So things are definitely working out, and that's because of my village. And that's what I want. I think that's the important thing, is that your circle of friends are so important. I think sometimes we forget how important our friend circle is, and sometimes we forget, not forget, but sometimes we take advantage of that. And I know for myself, I want to make sure that I can keep building these friendships and keep maintaining these friendships, because I know I wouldn't be where I'm at today without my village, without the people pushing me and motivating me to do what I needed to do, right? And so, yes, that's what I really want to talk about. I think that's what's really important. Also, as I'm drinking my coffee, just a second, I wanted to shout out Target for this cup, because it says the struggle is real. And y'all know the struggle is real. Y'all know that. And so when I saw this cup, I was like, I gotta get this coffee cup, because that's how I be feeling every day with life. The struggle is real, but we make it work. We get up, we do what we gotta do, and that's what's important. So, yes. So what I want to talk about on like on future episodes and everything. I just want to give y'all a little bit, background about myself. I just want to, I'll definitely have some people come on, some of my friends, and talk about, some of their stories as well. I definitely, when I'm out traveling, when I'm in different places, I'll definitely record that and definitely let y'all get a glimpse of what it's like to be a flight attendant, which I think is one of the best jobs ever. A glimpse of traveling, just a glimpse of DJ, the life of DJ. So I think that's what's important. I think that's what y'all will gain from watching this. And so yeah, it kind of background of like this little, what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just talking. But anyways, background of this is that I was talking to my friends, and like, helping my friends, they're like, Darius, like, you talk a lot. I was like, you're right, I do. They're like, you just need your own show or something because you doing too much. And I said, why not? That, you know what? That's my move. That's what it is. Why not? That's the phrase I'm living off of for, I don't know, forever. I guess is why not? Why limit yourself to something? Just step out, do what you gotta do, and why not? Why not? So to conclude this, like I said, talking about my village, my friendships, I just want to leave this little, so takeaways, right? The one takeaway is that make sure that you're putting in just as much into your friendship as you're taking out from your friendship if you want to make sure that friendship grows. Number one takeaway. Number two takeaway, it is okay, I promise you, it's okay to cut off toxic friends. It's okay. Just because you've been a friend, just because you've been friends with someone for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, however long, that doesn't mean that you have to maintain that relationship. That doesn't mean that you have to continue to be that person's friend. If they're toxic, they're bad for your health, let them go, y'all. Like, let them go. Because at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself, and that's what's important, okay? So, and takeaway number three is that, why not? You know what I'm saying? Go out, do what you want to do, live your best life. I've been listening to this song by PJ, and it's called My Best Life, I think it is, and live it, like, I promise y'all, because you have to live for yourself, and that's what this journey of the past year has really taught me, is living for myself and living for DJ, because for so long I was living to appease other people. I was living the life that I thought other people wanted me to live, and not living the life that I wanted to live. And so, fuck that. Excuse my language, but fuck it. I'm doing me, whether you like it or not. And at the end of the day, my family's gonna support me. At the end of the day, my village, my friends, they're gonna support me because I've built those relationships and I maintain those relationships. And if they don't, what I said earlier, it's okay to cut off toxic relationships, right? So, one last thing that I want to do this little, like, my pet peeve of the week, right? So, I'm a flight attendant. Y'all know this. My pet peeve, and when y'all fly, don't touch your flight attendant. Don't touch us. Use your mouth, not your hands. Like, I don't want you to poke me. I don't want you to tap me. I don't want you to touch me. Don't touch. You know when you go to a strip club and they like, don't touch the strippers, don't touch your flight attendants. Same rule applies. Don't touch us. Keep your hands to yourself. Use your mouth. You can say, sir, excuse me, whatever. Use your mouth, don't use your hands. That's all. Thanks for watching. Definitely follow my IG page. Information will be below. Follow my YouTube channel. Information will be below. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Coffee. Take two. Like, when I tell y'all, I hated my job, right? So, we start.